So, I think I know where I got the formula wrong, but my actual thoughts on this and how to make it will be on the description text under the video. Right now we're going to focus on Wakanda in the movies, not in a fan recipe. So, since this is a spoiler-rich review, we're going to start out. T'Challa did not have a sizable role to play in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, so he dead. He is right and truly dead, but he is also the right and true king of Wakanda. You get that look from his top general and his brother from another tribe, who gallantly led the Mumbari to assist him, not just in reclaiming his throne, but also in holding his people safe from an invading power. And those two look very alone. You can just see it all on their faces. What do we do now? Where can we go? Is there any hope? They are too bewildered to show fear. Perhaps even lost, but I admit I'm not that good at faces. You can probably see more on them than I can. But before we go all in, I would like to make a comment about a throwaway line in the movie. The Avengers are bringing in Vision, and someone says, when you discussed opening up Wakanda to the outside world, this is not what I had in mind. I was thinking maybe the Olympics, or maybe a Starbucks. Well, I immediately had a thought on each of those. I'm finding it's a lot more fun these days to actually watch movies with my critical hat on. If any nation can host the Olympics without taking a terrible financial blow and other painful hassles, it's Wakanda. Everyone else tends to break the bank, building a stadium, rehousing the citizens, installing a bunch of security at the site, and a whole bunch of other things. 2004 did not exactly help the Greece economy. Meanwhile, a Starbucks, yes, it comes back to this. The Starbucks is out where I am. They tend to detail where the coffee comes from. A lot of coffee and cocoa are grown in Africa. While cocoa is native to Central America, only Africa really has the land at the, latitude or longitude? 20 degrees from the equator that cocoa requires. With all that in mind, what would a Wakandan Starbucks look like? What do African Starbucks already look like? Okay, back to the movie. Yeah, the notion I got in trouble for coming out of the movie was I noticed that the feel of the big CGI end fight was different than in previous movies, and I was told, no, that's spoilery. It affects how people are going to feel coming in to the movie. Okay, whoever you were, and you know who you are, the trailer showed a gathered army running against the CGI army. We have never seen that before. It was already going to be different. Also, it showed orders being given by King T'Challa. Normally, it's just the Avengers going rogue and telling everyone else what to do. This time, they are being led. That was also in the trailer. People knew it was going to be some different stuff. And not just the color of Scarlett Johansson's hair. Anyone else thinks she looks like the second Black Widow now that she's blonde? The one with the dumb belly shirt that leaves her even less protected? Has she appeared on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I have not watched that episode, not watched that series in a while. I need to check it out, because by now, they're dealing with the ramifications of the Infinity Gauntlet. Or, almost certainly. Oh, by the way, guess who's not in the movie? Mephistopheles. Guess who is in the movie? Guess who's in, the TV series? The newest Ghost Rider who serves, or has served, Mephistopheles. That's a thing. Let's see. So how can they react? Their king is gone. There must be a ceremony to crown a new panther, but how can they crown a new panther? The heart-shaped flower has been burned to the ground. T'Challa got the last one, and he's dead. Maybe they have the seed, or what they need, to regrow a new crop. But if it's even anything like tequila, that's gonna take 5 years at least. Meanwhile, it was being grown underground. So who knows what the conditions will be. Let's see, I didn't see Shari in the aftermath. I hope she got out okay. Lord knows they're gonna need her really bad. They did something really ballsy and killed off Groot, even though he forged the new, Stormbreaker, he forged the new, he forged it by, casting out a piece of his own wood. I'm getting ahead of myself. The next and final part is predicting and asking where they will go from here. Captain America might be given lead of the what's left of everyone's forces. He did have a leadership role during the regrouping part of the comics, but how would any of the Wakandans accept him? His friend, the White Wolf, is dead, and they know the White Wolf better than, which is Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier. I like White Wolf better. I mean, T'Challa would have vouched for him, but he's still a stranger. And with everyone else's fear and grief and despair and so many of their soldiers dying, how inclined will they be to trust him? Even if they accept what T'Challa had to say about him. How will they go through the initiation process? Will Shuri be seen as the new Panther and then have to fight someone? How do you do this? I mean, I know T'Challa's sister became Panther for a while in the comics, but so many questions, I can't even keep track of them all. By the way, Rocket's the sole surviving Guardian of the Galaxy. And he's in Wakanda. How are they going to take to him? I mean, he appeared in the midst of a big fight. So, probably most of the survivors didn't notice the huge-ass... Actually, no. Kinda large, for his species, talking raccoon on hind legs. I guess this is all just pretty much asking about how to go forward. I'll leave any stray thoughts I come up with later in the description with my original recipe for the replacement Black Panther drink. Yeah, just because I was disappointed with the official Starbucks release does not mean, yeah. Well, you'll read about that, and you'll hear about my other questions, but that'll be in the next video. Please take care to like, comment, subscribe. It's easy and it helps me out a lot. Thank you.